So I've realised what I haven't done for a very, very long time is a sales update. I was looking at my videos, and I think it was July last time I did one. So seeing as we're almost at the end of September, I've got a bit of catching up to do. So this is, what I normally do is break it down into two videos for a month. So this is the first half of August. Overall, sales have been quite strange over the last few months. July was very, very strong. I think that was all due to the lockdown. And then I was finding, as it went into that first half of August, things really dipped. And I put it down to everyone going on holiday. But things have recovered. Second half of August was brilliant, and September's been very good as well. Had some very sort of high value things going through, which will be captured on an upcoming video. So this is that first half of August, so the kind of lower period. But I'll share what's sold. This is the top 10 in terms of value. I've just looked at this on eBay, and apparently when you sort it, some things come out higher, but I think that's because they've gone GSP and they seem to include the GSP price, the price they pay. So I've tried to do it so it is the true top 10. So let me shrink myself down. So we start with the lowest. And here we go, pair of burgundy shoes. Paul Smith. They just look so nice. See if I can get a close-up of the picture here. But they didn't have any laces, which was a little bit strange. But they did have the box, but the box needed a bit of repair. I think I bought them for £8. I was trying to remember, obviously, because I knew I was doing this video. They sold for 30, I think. Yeah, 30 quid. In my brain, for some reason, I thought I might have bought them for 20, but I don't think I would have paid that for a pair of shoes. So yeah, £8 I paid for these. Got them this season, so yeah, goodbye there. The next one, anyone who watches my channel would have seen Vision saucepans loads of times, and I'll always pick these up because people sell them so cheap. They're normally a couple of quid maybe, and sometimes people have loads and loads of them. I have sold a set of them once because it came in like a vintage box, and the box was quite interesting, and I think I sold the set for about 100 quid. But individually, this is the bigger one, 2.5 litre, so it really is sort of like quite a big pot. For the smaller ones, it can be like 15, 20, and if they haven't got the lids, even less. But still worth looking out for, because like I say, people don't really know the value of them. I do send them by Hermes, so there is always a risk that they can get smashed. I sold one which was 45 quid and it got smashed, and you just have to suck it up when that happens, because you shouldn't really be sending glass via Hermes. Next one is a Sony. This is just a video recorder by the looks of it, so I would have picked this up for like under a fiver, probably about 4 quid, 3 or 4 quid. I've got a whole load of videos on at the moment, combis mainly, which are sort of anywhere between 60 and 100 quid. But I have got a couple of normal videos I've got to put on. This one, they do take a little time sometimes. No remote on this one, so if it had been got the remote, maybe it would have gone on for a tenner extra. But it's the smart engine, so always worth looking at for the smart engine, or if they've got multiple heads, etc. And Sony and Panasonic, always good ones to get. Bog standard kind of like VCR purchase. Might not have worked, I've had plenty that don't work, but if you're buying them for 4 quid and flipping them for 34 quid, you can cope with 1 in 10, probably cope with 1 in 5 being 40, or if you can fix them. I sold one the other day that I had to clean the heads on, and I hadn't done it before I listed it, which is a little bit naughty, but there you go. On to the next one. We'll get this done in 10 minutes hopefully. So now this has been hanging around for yonks, and this is one of those things where I think I broke it. You see that little bit there, the arm that comes out, you can't see my arrow. I'm pointing at it with my cursor, but you can't see it. So at the front of the caravan, that's snapped, and the figures aren't great. I think I've decided I hate Sylvanian Families. I've still got lots of it. It's so big and bulky, and you always have to have a box with it, and some bits are really, really valuable. Some bits are well worth looking out for. This was a vintage piece, and you can get some houses which will go for a lot of money, and of course the hotel will, if you can sell that furnished, will probably fetch around about £200, so that's well worth it. But yeah, it just seems a bit kind of like, I think when you're stuck with it and you can't make up a full kit, it's one of these things where I kind of get I'm a bit too much of a perfectionist in terms of like, I want there to be the whole kit there, and I'm like that with Lego as well. And I have learned since really this year that get it on 90% is good enough, or even sometimes, you know, as long as you're describing what you're selling, it's fine. Obviously will affect the price. If you can get the perfect kit, it's fine, but if it's just been sitting around for ages, just get it on as is and describe it, you know, describe it accurately. Next one, this is part of I did buy a whole bundle of shoes which were £5 each, but I think these are part of a separate bundle I bought. I think I bought a couple of pairs of shoes, and these were £8. They were big old size, I think, yeah, well, size 10, not too big. But yeah, nice condition, and took a little while to sell, maybe a month or two. In the main, I tend to put on trainers for around about 25, but I did my research on these, and that they were kind of like Suede material. So I thought I'd try for a little bit more. Occasionally, if they're special, you know, they could go for like £80 or £40 like this pair. But my kind of like normal price is sort of 20, 25, sometimes even 15 if they're just really common ones. But trainers, if they're in good condition, they will go, and these were in lovely condition. Let's just get some photos. So yeah, didn't have to do much cleaning on them. Maybe should have done a bit more than I did. But no wear on them. They're kind of like a suede grey. Oh, a little bit of wear there. Even with a little bit of wear, yeah, sold well. Tiny bit of wear on the bottom there. But yeah, quite a quick seller, that one. I mean, I love trainers when they go like that. £40 from 8. Fantastic. Okay, next one. This was part of a whole big box of radio control bits that I got, and there were 3 transmitters, and I've just sold one today for £45, and I sold the third one, oh, I can't remember how much it was, 25, £30 or something like that. So those controllers have got me £120, and I've got a whole load of like servos, probably about, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 servos, and various bits of radio control kit in little packets, and I think I'm just going to bundle it all up and sell those as a bundle, and say I'll probably say they're working. I mean, I imagine they will be. Or maybe I can test them actually, so I'll probably test them. But so far, the box cost me £20. It was one of those, yeah. Buy the whole box for £20, and I've made about £120 off it. Hopefully get another £30 out of that. So that was a nice little purchase. Had no idea when I bought it, you know, whether it would be good or not. And like I say, these didn't have a receiver, so really the testing was just putting it in and seeing if it turns on. But generally, if it does that, it is going to work. So yeah, nice sale there. Right, oh god, we're at 10 minutes already, so I'll try and get a move on. This one cost me £4, and I thought I might be stuck with it. Nice little Casio tone. There was a Casio tone at the boot fair today in the original Casio tone box, and the guy wanted 35 for it, and I was kind of like quite interested because it's a big old thing. This is a small one, you know. Anyway, this one I saw today. He said, "Yeah, I want 35 for it because I've looked it up on eBay and they're about 45." And it was at that moment I was like, "Let me think about that," as I was walking away quickly. But this one, yeah, it cost £4, sold for 50, which I thought was a very good price for something like this. But you know, I looked up completes and got that price just from research. And again, it took a little while to sell, but not too long. It's this season I bought that at the start of the season. Okay, a PlayStation 3. Is it back? It's not a backwards compatible one, I don't think. I think this sold as a result of lockdown, really. £50. Console only, so that's not too bad. It would have cost me a fair bit though. I've picked up two PS3s at the start of lockdown for 25 each, and I think they had issues and I was paying too much, and then I picked up some other PlayStation 3s for a tenner, and I think for a console only that's about the right price. Normally you'd get them with power leads and TV leads and a couple, well, maybe one or two controllers, and in that case I might pay up to about 20 if it's got some controllers and maybe some games. This is at a boot fair. But anyway, that's all for 50, so I was happy with that. Like I say, I've got two other PS3s which I've got to fix, and one of them is backwards compatible, so hopefully that can fetch around about £80. I have got 90, I think, before for one, and I might be able to get that price over Christmas. But £50 for this, more than happy with that. Easy to pack, just the console on its own. So right, I've got two more. Nice to get rid of this one. This is part of the huge Lego bundle. I've still sort of working my way through. It's taken me years to get through it. And in actual fact, this had lots of bits, well, a few bits missing. It had, I think, a couple of the minifigures missing. The instructions were pretty beat up. That green plate in the middle shouldn't be a green plate, it should be a grey plate. So let me just increase the size of the picture. Yeah, see that one in the middle. So I just took this out of the rest of the bits of Lego I got. A lot of the bits were very sun faded. But if it was absolutely perfect, and I have actually sold a new box version of this, and I think that got about 170 or something like that, something crazy. And I think I might well have sold it before complete as well. But yeah, just good to get out. This is one of those, can I get the whole kit? No, I can't. Just make it up as best as you can, and you know, someone will buy it because they'll go and make up the kit. They will complete it, and so yeah. What's missing? One letter tile, and I put the bricklink reference in, and you said where I've replaced them. So yeah, good to get that out, especially for £63. Right, the last one now. A boombox, lovely looking thing. I think it's cost me, I think it cost a tenner, and I think I got it from Johnny, who I know, who sells at Hook Road. Doesn't always sell a lot of this sort of stuff. And when I bought it, he said it's untested, so I thought, oh, that's not going to work then. But I got it home and it did. So that was a very nice flip. I've got quite a few boom boxes I've got to go through actually. I know a few of them aren't working, tape decks aren't working, so should be able to repair those. But that was the highest value one for the first half of August. That's up to the 15th, from the 1st to the 15th. Second half was better, and I'll probably do that sometime this coming week, because I'll fall behind otherwise. I've got to get the first half of September on, and then we're almost at the end of September as well, so I've got to squeeze that in somewhere. So I hope you found that interesting. Yeah, top 10 sales. It's sort of like bog standard stuff really. If you've got any questions on any of the items, put them below. I have sort of like, haven't really felt like I've found anything like wow amazing lately, but like I say, my sales have been sort of like on the good side, so can't really complain. And my new system of like sorting stuff into sort the week it was this is really working well, so I'd definitely recommend that. If you want me to cover anything in the videos, let me know. But for now, take care, and I'll see you soon.